I hope you're all out there having the best day possible. And as always, I really appreciate you taking a bit of time out of that day to actually watch one of my videos. And this one's going to be really quick because it's all based on a comment that I happened to see on one of my old Silver videos. I was scrolling through all the ones that I never replied to 3 years ago when they were all left. And someone actually said $13 an ounce, and I guess they're referring to silver's price at that time. Stop buying it. Gold about 1,000. I'm sorry, I forgot the other 182. So I guess what they were saying is that gold was 1,182, and they were kind of basically trying to joke like gold is so valuable that I can forget part of the value and it still just absolutely destroys silver. Which is crazy to think that gold at this time must have been really close to 100 times more expensive than silver. But then they go on to say, stop buying it, let it all drop to make the dollar stronger. What? I've never in my life heard this type of logic used before. This is like, I guess, counterintelligence. Like, I don't even know what to call it, right? Because the whole idea behind silver investing, at least if you're not someone who's just believing in one of those economic collapse scenarios, thinking that silver is going to hit $10,000 at some point, then you're generally probably trying to hedge your money against inflation, right? You're trying to hold on to something that over the time will be able to maintain its value. And if you have to sell your silver in 10 years, you'll get a lot more dollars for it because those dollars are worth less. So instead of holding your money in a savings account where inflation actually causes you to lose around 3 to 5% of your value per year because that money is losing its purchasing power, you can hold on to silver, and then over time that silver will gain, well, not real value maybe, but gain value in terms of fiat currency, because anything that's matching inflation is not technically gaining value. It's just holding its own value and protecting you against inflation. But the idea would be that in the future, then you could go and sell that silver if you needed to, or you can create generational wealth to actually pass on to your family. But this guy is saying that we need to stop buying silver because that's actually what apparently is causing the dollar to be weaker. And if we stop buying silver and let it drop to nothing, that's going to make the dollar stronger. I don't know if the logic is like if silver was worth less dollars, or like if it took less dollars to buy an ounce of silver, then that means that money is gaining value. But that wouldn't really be the case at all. I hope that this guy understands that inflation is independent of market inflation, right? We're talking about inflation on the currency itself, where year after year, the overall purchasing power of the dollar is going down. Versus if something happens to go way up in price really quickly, that particular market is inflated, but the actual purchasing power of the currency hasn't gone down in that market. It's just that items in that market now cost way more. So if we were to allow silver to drop to nothing and by stopping buying it, which first of all, I don't think that would happen. I think that what makes silver real money is the fact that regardless of what you do, it's going to continue to be valued by human societies in the future, the way that it has been valued by human societies in the past, regardless of cultural differences. But with all of that aside, though, even if silver were to go to zero because everybody sold it at once and just completely got out of it, that wouldn't make the dollar stronger. That would just put that money into other places. People would either spend that money on things that they wanted to buy, or they would put it into other investments, or they would just put it into savings accounts. It wouldn't actually decrease the amount of dollars that are in circulation or do anything at all to counteract inflation. Obviously, everyone watching this knows this, but at the same time, I just thought it was a really funny chance to create a title that might reel some people in. So I had to be honest with that. I am hurting for views over here. It's just really tough because the channel has a lot of inactive subscribers now, so the impression click-through rate on the videos will generally be really bad, and then they just don't get recommended to people much. But you don't need to hear about my sorrows, obviously. I'm making these videos because I genuinely do enjoy getting to sit down and actually talk to you guys, and I really appreciate everyone who reaches out in comments and gives me good video ideas. I am going to start making videos based on some of the comments that I've gotten recently, where people have actually asked me different questions. It even challenged me on different points I've made, because obviously, as long as you're respectful about it, I love to have a good debate. If I'm wrong about something, that's a chance for me to learn as well. But with that all being said, that is truly it for this video now. And if you did find yourself a little bit entertained by this comment, please consider dropping a like on the video so that a few more people can get a good laugh as well. But that is truly it for this one now. Peace.